Come on, Barry, work. This is match point in the final. You can't afford to let it get away. Good. Good. Now what about that? You okay?
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
What?
After half an hour, I suppose this is Wimbledon.
I wouldn't be doing me paper round, would I?
What time did you get up this morning, Barry?
Dunno.
Come on, you must have set the alarm. What time?
5.
5? Nobody starts a paper round that early.
I've got this job down the market, haven't I?
What job?
Shifting boxes of fruit.
And then you do your paper round?
We can do with the extra readies. What with Dad being out of work?
Your dad's idea, was it?
Yeah. Him and a mate of his, wholesale greengrocer. They fixed it up.
It's too much, Barry. You're burning yourself out.
I'll be okay as soon as I get my wind back.
No, it's affecting your stamina. You can't go on like this.
I've got to earn a £5 a day down the market. 25 quid a week. If I went back to Dad and said I was chucking it in because it was affecting me tennis, he'd go spare. And it's not just him.
What do you mean?
I can't go on borrowing your gear like this, can I? Taking your handouts, living on your charity.
It's nothing to do with charity, Barry. As far as I'm concerned, you're an investment. Maybe you'll pay off, maybe you won't, but it's a chance I'm prepared to take.
I don't like it. Neither does Dad. Worries him not being able to chip in.
What worries me is your schoolwork. With your CSE coming up, that's got to be your first priority. Suppose I got you some sponsorship.
Eh?
Someone to pay your expenses, take the financial pressure off. It's a little early, but maybe I could swing it.
You're joking. I mean, who's going to sponsor some kid they never even heard of?
They've heard of me.
And they'll take your word?
Maybe. But you'd stand a better chance if I could get you into a club.
Now, Mr. Abbott tells me that you're an exciting prospect and that we ought to snap you up. The point is this. We do have a few free places for promising youngsters, but in return we expect them to behave themselves. Understood?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I jumped to the wrong conclusion when I found you in the changing room the other day, but we caught a boy stealing some months ago, so I was naturally suspicious.
That's okay.
Now, we have strict rules in this club. After 6 o'clock, juniors must vacate their court if it's required by a full member. And whites must be worn at all times.
Whites? That mean I've got to get the full gear?
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
I don't need your help. Just tell me how much it'll come to.
50 quid.
Got 30 saved up. If you lend me the rest, I'll pay you back by the end of the month.
Okay.
Frank.
Hello, Lucy.
Hi. Have you got the entry forms for the County Under-16s yet?
Not yet.
If they haven't arrived by tomorrow morning, I'll give them a ring.
Thanks.
Listen, I've got a teach-in down in Sussex tomorrow, so I can't make either of your lessons. Why don't you give each other a workout after school?
Okay. What time can you be here?
4.
Right, see you then.
What about me? What?
New gear, eh? Very smart.
Just don't go on about it, okay?
Okay.
So, what do you want to do?
for a bird.
Yeah.
You want to take the net?
Nothing.
Come on, Barry, what's so funny?
You, scuttling around like a little beetle.
Right, that's it.
It's me fault. What com...
Greaves, this court's reserved.
What for?
Ladies' doubles. They play here every week at this time.
Well, they're not here yet, are they?
I'm just warning you. You'll have to come off as soon as they arrive.
Terrific.
We do get rather crowded in the late afternoon. If you want to be sure of a court, you'll have to play earlier.
Why can't the old bats play earlier? They haven't got school.
The old bats, as you so charmingly describe them, happen to be founder members of this club, which means they've paid their subscriptions for over 30 years. So they're entitled to a little more consideration than a 14-year-old lad who hasn't paid a penny.
No, they're not. There's nothing in the rules about founder members having special privileges, and juniors are supposed to have equal rights up to 6 o'clock.
Well, yes, Lucy, that's strictly true, but Mrs. Bradley and her friends have done a great deal for this club.
It's got nothing to do with it. If you expect us to stick to the rules, then so must you.
But this young fellow is practicing alone. He has no partner.
He has now.
You're only junior members.
Only junior members. That's typical, that is. How do you expect this country to produce world beaters if people like you treat us like second-class citizens? If this was America, we'd be the ones with the special privileges, not those four old bats.
Little fireball, aren't you?
I've been wanting to get that off my chest for a long time. They're prejudiced against juniors here, always hassling us off the courts. If they think we're such a nuisance, they shouldn't take our money.
They don't take mine.
Doesn't make any difference. If they accept you as a member, you have the same rights as everyone else. Come on, we'd better start playing now I've made all the fuss.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, it's my son. I kind of see him play.
You're Mr. Greaves?
That's right. Yeah, they tell me he's pretty good.
Yes. Only his manners were of the same standard.
Blimey, he's come.
Who?
The old man. First time he's shown any interest.
I'll send you some easy balls then. Make you look good.
Cheeky cow.
What's his name again?
Greaves. Barry Greaves.
And he's how old?
14. Afternoon, Mr. Greaves. How's he doing?
Rotten. He hasn't got the ball back over the net yet.
This is Mike Roper, director of Bentham's, Barry's father.
Oh. Nice to meet you, Mr. Greaves.
The sports firm?
That's right. Frank suggested Barry is a suitable candidate for sponsorship, so I've come down to take a look at it.
We're making him nervous.
What, just by watching him? He's got a...
It seems to me like the poor kid's got a parent problem.
Yeah.
I don't fancy it, Frank. If there's family opposition, we don't like getting involved. But I can't say I'm impressed by what I've seen so far.
He's just got the elbow. Stick around.
Scared of his old man, eh?
Not scared. Trying to prove something. Trying too hard.
Same old story.
All he needs is time.
I don't know, Frank. If he's going to leave the game in a couple of years...
He's not. Not if I can help it.
But you're not his father.
No.
And he's an unknown quantity. I couldn't commit the company till he's got a couple of tournaments under his belt.
All right. I'll enter him for the county under-16s.
Do you think he's ready?
Ready? Of course I'm ready.
What about your father? You'll need his permission.
No problem. It's my half-term, right? So I won't be missing school.
Well, I'll leave it to you, Barry. But there's something else.
What?
Ask him not to come.
Dad? Why?
Because this first tournament, it's important. And I think he might distract you.
I want him to come. I want to see me win.
Plenty of time for that.
OK. Don't expect he'll break his heart.
Let me know what he says. See you tomorrow. Bye, Major.
Bye.
Funny.
What?
You never asked me to stop my parents coming.
Yeah, well, they talk proper, don't they? Maybe my old man hasn't got the right accent.
No, Fran doesn't care about things like that.
So, what does he care about?
Winning.
That makes two of us.
3 of us.
You? Half-pint no-no can hardly see over the net.
With a great Barry Greaves to practice with, how can I miss?
I'll drink to that.
To the winners.
Well, that's it for today, but children's programmes get underway again at 3:55 tomorrow afternoon with Play School.